today we're going to be discussing book-to-movie adaptations. And it's a subject that I have not touched upon on this channel in quite a while. But I got inspired recently to do this video by a certain movie that just came out, a few months ago. And I'll get into that later because it's number 1 on my list. You know when we were all really into book-to-movie adaptations with The Hunger Games, Divergent, there was such an amazing vibe within the air of the young adult community. We were getting new people into our community. It was expanding and broadening, and the love for literature also expanded from the movies. And it was just the best feeling of my life, and I love being a part of that expansion of the book community. And I recently got that feeling once again when I just watched a movie that came out a few months ago, and I was like, you know what? It's time to do another book-to-movie adaptations video about book-to-movie adaptations that I truly love. And since there's quite a lot of book-to-movie adaptations that I really love, I'm gonna make this into a multi-part series, starting off with this video. So if you guys like this, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll be doing more on this channel very soon. So let's start off with number 1, the inspiration for today's video, which is The Darkest Minds by Alex Bracken. And I have a few exciting things to touch upon in this video regarding this movie. And I would like to thank my partner for today's video, Fox Entertainment, for bringing together a fun giveaway for you guys to participate in. So let's talk about The Darkest Minds. It came out on August 3rd of this year, and everybody was talking about it, and I never ended up going and seeing it because I was traveling, but I was really bummed because I really wanted to watch it. And so I finally got around to watching it a few days ago, and I don't know why, but it just gave me the feeling that I felt when I used to watch old young adult book-to-movie adaptations. And I should have expected it to be really good because it is made from the producers of Stranger Things. And when I found out about that, I'm like, ooh, it's in some good hands. And let me tell you, yes, I was correct. But guys, this movie is like X-Men meets dystopia, and I love that, about kids with powers. And I don't know, whenever I was watching the movie, whenever there was a huge scene where Ruby, the main character, she had to stand up for what she believed in and had to fight, and she used her powers, I felt so empowered by that I got goosebumps up and down my arms, and that's when you know that it's a good scene. The acting was stellar, the girl empowerment was wonderful, and it kind of made you think about the future and what it holds for us. Okay, so before I move on to the rest of the books on my list, I want to kind of tell you guys what I think Own Your Future means to me. I've thought a lot about this, and it was inspired by a bracelet that Fox sent me that says, Own Your Future. And I think what Own Your Future means to me is that plan in your present for what you want your future to become. Because this past year in 2018, it has not been my year. There's been lots of difficult things making me really sad and just really bummed out, and I had to take a step back and plan for my future, because even though my present was not necessarily amazing, I can definitely go and configure my future to be better than what the present was. Go to the link down below in my description where I have a link for the Blu-ray edition of The Darkest Minds, where you'll be getting a bracelet if you pre-order it. And that's what Own Your Future means to me, so let me know what it means to you down below. Okay guys, now we're moving on to number 2 on the list. You guys probably may know what this is. It's a staple in the young adult world, and that is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. This movie was so good. It was starring Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort at their prime time in their amazing careers in the young adult industry. And guys, the adaptation was so spot on, so emotionally draining, and just so inspiring to live your life to the fullest, because you never know what tomorrow will bring. And that always has stuck to me. I remember sitting in the movie theater, bawling my eyes out. My dad was next to me, and my dad was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with her? I'm like, nothing's wrong with me, Dad. I'm just an emotional mess. You have to deal with it. But then guess what? My dad started crying as well. So guess what? I guess tears run in the family. Now we get on to number 3. And what is number 3? Well, I guess we're about to find out. It's a movie that also recently came out, and let me tell you, I watched it at least 7 times, and I still want to watch it again tonight. So don't judge me. But you won't judge me because you're probably about to go do the same. And that is Love, Simon, which is based off of the book Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. And holy moly guys, this movie was so freaking good. Not only did it help show the world that LGBTQ plus rep is important and we need it more in our movie industry, but it also showed a beautiful, wonderful love story about what it truly means to be yourself, even in the middle of a catastrophic emotional tornado. The characters were lovable, the storyline was so just thrilling. The familial part of this movie was truly something that I look upon and I think, wow, we need more of this in movies. And the acting was just phenomenal. And this was actually a movie that I watched before reading the book. So when I finally read the book, it just made everything just sparkle with amazingness, and I am just so grateful that this movie is in our world today. And now we just need more of them. So please, somebody make some more. Next on our list is a movie that I think exceeded the books. I know, guys. Controversial opinion here, but I think you guys may agree. And that is the Maze Runner series by James Dashner, adapted into the Maze Runner movies. I read the book and finished the book in the movie theater right before the movie, and then when I saw the movie, I'm like, oh my gosh, was that better than the book? And I have no shame in admitting that, because the movie was so spectacular. I watched the second movie, I still yet to watch the third movie, but wow, this series is something that I highly recommend everybody watch. Okay guys, and lastly is a movie that is not out yet, but I'm gonna urge you guys to watch because it is gonna be one of the ultimate staples in the young adult book adaptation industry. And that is The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas, adapted into the movie The Hate U Give. So many movies nowadays are really talking about very important subjects that are in our world today, and this is one of them. And I think that this movie is going to go far and wide and will bring so much awareness to the topic it discusses, to the actors that are portraying these characters, and just broaden the young adult world to everybody else in general. Because when people say that young adult books don't talk about serious subjects, I will go and show them this movie, show them this book, and prove them wrong. Because this is a movie, this is a book that is gonna transform our world, and already has, and I'm so grateful that I am here to witness it. Okay guys, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to do more of these videos, let me know down below. Don't forget to go follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My username is @SashaAlsberg. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!